Welcome, my dear friend. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Just breathe in gently, and as you let it out, allow yourself to relax. You found your way here for a reason, and I want you to know that you are safe. You are in a space where you are loved, supported, and understood. I know that sometimes life can feel heavy, especially when it comes to thoughts about money, security, and the future. It's natural to feel uncertain or even afraid when things don't seem to be working out the way you hoped. But I want you to hear me when I say this. You are not alone in these feelings, and there is nothing wrong with you for having them. Many of us were taught to fear not having enough, to believe that wealth is something distant or only meant for a few. But those ideas are just thoughts, and thoughts can be changed. Right now, in this moment, you have the power to begin a new way of thinking, one that opens the door to abundance and peace. You see, wealth isn't something outside of you that you have to chase or struggle for. True wealth begins within your mind and heart. It starts with knowing deep inside that you are worthy of all good things. You don't have to prove yourself or work yourself to exhaustion to deserve prosperity. You deserve it simply because you exist. Life is always ready to give to you, but sometimes fear stands in the way. I want you to gently tell yourself today, it's okay. I am learning a new way. I am open to receiving. There's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to welcoming abundance. Fear may whisper that it's not possible, that you've missed your chance, or that you don't deserve it. But those are old stories, and together, we are going to let them go. I invite you to place your hand over your heart and repeat softly, I am open to receiving all the wealth life offers me. Feel how calming that is. You don't have to force anything. Just by being here and opening your heart, you are already beginning to shift. Trust that this simple act of listening and being present is powerful. You are planting seeds of prosperity in your mind, and with care and patience, they will grow. For now, just know that you are exactly where you need to be, and wonderful things are already on their way to you. Many of us grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work hard for every penny. These words, though often said with good intentions, planted little seeds of fear in our minds. Over time, these fears can grow into beliefs that there's never enough, that wealth is difficult to achieve, or that it's only for certain people. These thoughts become invisible walls that block the natural flow of abundance. But here's something beautiful to remember. What was learned can be unlearned. Those fearful ideas about money are not truths. They are just patterns of thinking, and patterns can be changed. Imagine for a moment that money is like a gentle river. This river wants to flow freely into your life, bringing you all that you need and more. But when fear takes hold, fear of not having enough, fear of losing what you have, it's like building a dam across that river. The flow slows down or even stops, not because the river has dried up, but because of the barrier we've placed in its path. When you begin to release fear, even just a little, cracks start to appear in that dam. The water begins to trickle through, and soon the river can flow again. This is what happens when you change your thoughts about money. You don't have to fight for abundance. You simply need to allow it by dissolving the fear that blocks it. I invite you now to tell yourself gently, I release all fear around money. I am safe. Feel the comfort in those words. Safety doesn't come from the number in your bank account. It comes from knowing that life supports you, always. The universe is generous by nature. Look at how freely the sun shines, how the trees grow without effort, how the birds find food each day. You too are part of this natural flow. When you trust that life is on your side, you begin to see opportunities where before you only saw obstacles. You notice the small blessings that lead to bigger ones. Fear begins to fade, and in its place grows a quiet confidence that all your needs will be met. Every time you feel worry creeping in, return to your breath. Place your hand on your heart and remind yourself, I am safe. I am open to receiving. With each repetition, you are lowering that dam, letting the river of abundance move freely once more. You don't have to have all the answers today. Just knowing that fear is not your master is enough to begin changing everything. Your mind is a garden, and every thought you think is a seed. Some of those seeds grow into beautiful flowers of joy, love, and abundance. Others, especially those planted in fear or doubt, can grow into weeds that choke out your natural prosperity. The wonderful truth is that you are the gardener. You get to choose which seeds to water and which to gently remove. Every thought you think shapes your experience, not just emotionally, but in every part of your life, including your finances. When you think positive, supportive thoughts about wealth, you begin to feel more confident, more peaceful, and more open to opportunities. Those feelings guide your actions, and your actions shape your reality. It all begins with a single thought. Consider how your body reacts when you think, I'll never have enough money. Your shoulders may tense, your stomach might tighten, and a sense of heaviness can settle over you. Now notice how different you feel when you think, money flows to me easily and effortlessly. There's a lightness, a sense of possibility. This is the mind-body connection at work. Your thoughts create feelings, and those feelings influence how you move through the world. If you constantly think of lack, you begin to expect it, and without realizing it, you make choices that keep you stuck in that pattern. But when you shift your thoughts to abundance, your entire energy changes. You start to notice chances for growth, for income, for joy that were always there but hidden behind the fog of negative thinking. I want you to understand that creating wealth isn't about struggling or forcing things to happen. It's about aligning your thoughts with the truth that abundance is your natural state. Say to yourself now, my thoughts create my prosperous reality. Let that sink in. Each time you choose a thought of abundance, you are inviting more prosperity into your life. This isn't magic. It's simply how life responds to the energy you put out. When you think lovingly and positively about money, you attract experiences that match those thoughts. It's like tuning a radio. When you set your mind to the frequency of abundance, that's the music you will hear. If old negative thoughts arise, and they will, because they're habits, greet them kindly and then choose a better thought. Little by little, you'll notice a shift. The more you nurture positive thoughts, the more natural they become. And soon, your outer world will begin to reflect the rich, abundant garden you've been tending in your mind. Sometimes we hold on to thoughts and feelings about money that we don't even realize are there. These thoughts often come from past experiences or from what we heard growing up. Maybe someone told you that wanting money was selfish, or perhaps you were made to feel guilty for desiring a better life. Over time, these ideas settle deep within us and quietly shape how we see ourselves and what we believe we deserve. One of the most powerful ways to clear these hidden blocks is through forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about saying that what happened was okay. It's about releasing the heavy burden you've been carrying, often without knowing it. When we forgive, we free ourselves. Holding on to anger, guilt, or regret around money only keeps us tied to those old limiting beliefs. Think for a moment about any memories where you felt ashamed about money or where you judged yourself for financial mistakes. Maybe you blame yourself for not saving enough, or you resent others who seem to have more. These feelings can quietly close the door to abundance because they keep you focused on lack and pain. But you have the key to open that door again. That key is forgiveness. Begin by telling yourself, with kindness, I forgive myself for any past mistakes. I am learning and growing. Feel how those words lift a weight from your heart. Then, if there's anyone else you need to forgive, family, friends, employers, do so gently in your mind. You don't need to speak to them. This is about your inner freedom. Say, I release you. I choose peace and abundance now. Each time you practice this, you are clearing space within you where prosperity can grow. Forgiveness washes away the old stories that told you you weren't worthy or capable. It reminds you that you are human, and being human means you are always allowed to start fresh. Wealth doesn't come to those who are perfect. It comes to those who are open, loving, and willing to let go of the past. Every time you choose forgiveness, you are telling life, I am ready to receive. And life will always answer that call. The words you speak to yourself every day shape your world more than anything else. Many people don't realize how powerful their words are, especially when it comes to attracting wealth and abundance. When you say things like, I can't afford that, or I'm always broke, you are giving instructions to your mind and to life itself. These words become a script that you unknowingly follow. But here's the wonderful truth. You can change that script at any moment by choosing new words, words that support the life you want to create. This is where affirmations come in. Affirmations are simple, positive statements that declare what you want to experience. They are not just wishful thinking. They are tools to retrain your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. When you repeat affirmations, especially with feeling and belief, you begin to dissolve the old negative thoughts that have held you back. It's like shining a light in a dark room. The darkness cannot stay when the light is present. I encourage you to speak affirmations out loud. Write them down and think them often throughout your day. Even if you don't fully believe them at first, keep going. Your mind will start to accept these new ideas as true the more it hears them. Try saying, I am worthy of wealth, or money flows to me effortlessly. Notice how these words feel in your body. At first, they might seem strange if you're used to thinking the opposite, but with gentle persistence, they will become natural. Affirmations work best when you say them with love, not force. This is not about demanding from life, but about opening yourself to receive what is already waiting for you. Think of affirmations as planting seeds of prosperity. Each time you repeat them, you water those seeds, and soon they will grow into real experiences of abundance. Make it a daily habit, like brushing your teeth or having a cup of tea. The more you affirm your wealth, the more you will see it reflected in your life in ways both big and small. There is something deeply powerful about looking into your own eyes and speaking words of love and abundance. Many people go through life without ever truly seeing themselves, not just in the mirror, but seeing their worth, their beauty, and their right to live a prosperous life. Mirror work is a simple yet life-changing practice that helps you connect with yourself on a deeper level. When you stand before a mirror and say positive affirmations, you are doing more than just speaking. You are forming a bond of trust and belief with the most important person in your life, you. At first, it might feel uncomfortable to look into your eyes and say, "I deserve to be rich," or "I love you and I welcome abundance." That discomfort is simply old resistance, the voice of past doubts trying to hold on. But if you stay with it, if you continue to show up for yourself each day, that resistance will soften. You will begin to see not just your reflection, but your true self, the one who has always been worthy of wealth, love, and happiness. Mirror work helps to break through the layers of negative self-talk that often run in the background of our minds. It replaces those critical thoughts with kindness, acceptance, and a deep sense of deserving. I invite you to take a few moments each morning and evening to stand in front of your mirror, look into your eyes, and say, "I love you. You are deserving of all prosperity." Say it even if it feels strange. Say it especially if it feels strange, because that is when you know you are reaching the places within that need healing. Over time, you will notice a shift. You will carry yourself differently, make decisions with more confidence, and naturally attract opportunities for wealth because you believe deep down that you deserve them. Mirror work is a gift you give to yourself. A daily reminder that abundance doesn't come from outside approval or hard struggle, but from the quiet, steady knowing within that you are enough, just as you are. And from that place of self-love, all the riches of life can flow to you with ease. When you take a moment to notice what you already have, something magical begins to happen. Gratitude opens the door to more blessings, especially when it comes to wealth and abundance. Many people focus on what they lack, constantly thinking about the money they wish they had or the things they cannot afford. But this focus on lack only attracts more of the same. Your thoughts and feelings are like magnets, drawing similar experiences into your life. When you shift your attention to what you are thankful for, no matter how small it may seem, you start to change your energy. You tell life, "I appreciate what I have," and life responds by giving you more to appreciate. Gratitude is like sunlight for the seeds of prosperity you've been planting with your thoughts and affirmations. Without it, those seeds struggle to grow. But with daily gratitude, you nourish them and they begin to bloom. You don't need to wait for something big to happen before you feel grateful. Start with what is already around you: the roof over your head, the food you eat, the kindness of a friend, or even the simple fact that you are here, learning to welcome abundance into your life. Each time you say, "I am grateful for the wealth I have and the wealth on its way," you are inviting more prosperity in. It's important to feel the gratitude, not just say the words. Let it warm your heart. A wonderful practice is to keep a small journal by your bed and write down 3 things every day that you are thankful for, especially related to money or comfort. Even if it's just a single coin in your pocket or a meal you enjoyed, acknowledge it with love. This simple habit will begin to shift how you see the world. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you'll start to see how much is already flowing to you. The more grateful you are, the more reasons you'll find to continue being grateful. It's a gentle cycle that lifts you higher and higher into a state where wealth feels natural and constant. Remember, gratitude is not just about being polite. It's a powerful tool that aligns you with the energy of abundance. Close your eyes for a moment and picture the life you dream of living. Imagine yourself surrounded by all the things that bring you joy and comfort. See yourself in a home you love, doing work that fulfills you, with money flowing easily to support all your needs and desires. Feel the peace and happiness that comes with knowing you are financially free. This is not just a daydream. This is a powerful way to create your future. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you visualize abundance, you are sending a clear message to your subconscious mind about what you want to experience. Visualization is like creating a blueprint for your life. Before anything is built in the physical world, it first exists as an idea. The same is true for your prosperity. When you regularly take time to see yourself as already abundant, you begin to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with that vision. This alignment draws opportunities, ideas, and resources to you in unexpected ways. You don't need to know how everything will happen. Your job is simply to hold the vision with love and trust. Picture yourself smiling as you check your bank account, feeling calm and joyful as you pay for things with ease, and generously sharing your wealth with others. Engage all your senses. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the textures of your abundant life. The more real it feels in your mind, the faster it will begin to show up in your reality. Each time you visualize, you strengthen your belief that this life is possible for you. Say to yourself, I see myself living in abundant prosperity, and let that image fill you with hope and excitement. This practice doesn't take long. Just a few minutes each day can create powerful changes. By consistently focusing on what you want rather than what you fear, you guide your life gently toward greater wealth and happiness. It's natural to want things to happen quickly, especially when it comes to money and security. But just like a seed doesn't sprout the moment you plant it, the changes you are making in your thoughts and energy need time to grow. Trust is a vital part of welcoming abundance. When you trust the process, you release the need to control every detail and allow life to work on your behalf. Many people plant the seeds of positive thinking and then dig them up with doubt and impatience. They wonder if it's really working, and that doubt becomes a barrier. But when you truly trust, you let go of that worry and allow things to unfold in perfect timing. Think of how nature operates. The seasons come and go without being forced. Flowers bloom when they are ready. You are part of this same natural rhythm. When you affirm your abundance, practice gratitude, visualize your desires, and release old fears, you are doing everything you need to do. The next step is to relax and allow. Remind yourself gently, I trust life to bring me all that I need and more. These words will soothe any lingering anxiety and help you stay open to receiving. Trusting doesn't mean doing nothing. It means taking inspired action when it feels right, but without desperation or fear. You'll find that when you trust, opportunities appear more easily and solutions come without struggle. Life flows smoother because you are not resisting or doubting its ability to support you. If you ever feel uncertain, return to your breath, place your hand on your heart, and repeat your affirmations with calm confidence. Know that everything you desire is already making its way to you, even if you can't see it yet. Just like clouds eventually clear to reveal the sun, any temporary challenges will pass, and your abundance will shine through. You have already begun a beautiful journey just by opening your heart and mind today. The moment you chose to listen, to believe in the possibility of wealth and abundance, you set powerful changes in motion. You no longer need to live in fear or doubt, because you now understand that true prosperity starts within you. Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every small practice you do is creating a new reality, one where wealth flows to you with ease and joy. There is no need to rush or worry. You are exactly where you need to be, and life is responding to your new energy. By releasing fear, forgiving the past, speaking loving affirmations, practicing gratitude, visualizing your abundant life, and trusting the process, you are aligning yourself with the endless flow of prosperity that has always been available to you. Remember, wealth is not just about money. It's about feeling supported, free, and joyful in every part of your life. You deserve all of this and more. Each day, take a few moments to reconnect with these truths. Speak kindly to yourself. Look in the mirror and remind yourself of your worth. Notice and appreciate the blessings already around you. See your future with clear, loving eyes and trust that it is unfolding perfectly. You don't have to do anything extraordinary to be worthy of abundance. You simply have to be willing to receive it. As we come to the end of this time together, I invite you to say one final affirmation with me, letting it settle deep into your heart. I am a magnet for divine prosperity. Wealth is my natural state. Repeat this often, believe it gently, and watch as your life transforms in ways that will surprise and delight you. You are loved, you are supported, and your abundance is already on its way.